Bitcoin biggest move is about to come into the market. On this very chart, I'm going to show you why the market is going to from here move all the way upward. And on Ethereum, right at this point, there is a divergence on the chart right now. And this divergence is going to make the market to move upward as well. From this very point, market is going to move upward. And lastly, on ADA is about to make a significant move all the way from where the price is right now at this very point, and it's going to move upward. All of these and many more in this very video. So watch this video all the way to the very end. Consider supporting this channel by leaving a like for this video, subscribe right now, turn the bell notification for more crypto videos like this one. Also check the channel for other crypto content. The first thing I want to talk about is Bitcoin moving all the way upward. In recent days, we've seen the market been coming all the way downward. In fact, the last 2 days, we see the market spike into this very area of $89,000, which I've been talking about, $88,000 max, and market just spike down and have a rejection all the way to the upside. But right now is the best time to see that the market move upward. Look at what the market has been doing in the past. Market move up, come back down, retracement, come back down, create a new low, market move up, create a new high, higher than previous high at this very point right here, and the market come down and there was a spike. Okay, so if you take a look at this very chart critically, discover that aside from this very spike right here, the last spike we see on this chart is at this very point, which is lower compared to the spike we see right here. So what that also implies is that market is about to move upward. Not only that, if you look at the stochastic RSI indicator, it discovered that there is a crossover between the blue line and the orange line right at this point, which means market now have capability of moving from here all the way to the upside. And remember, if you look at this very data, today is the US CPI data. I can tell you for sure that this CPI data is the number one thing that Fed look at to take interest rate decision, and this is going to shape the way we see the market this week, next week, and first week of February. So I am expecting that on the Bitcoin 1-day chart, market should begin to move upward, even though we've seen that very sign from the MACD indicator right at this very point. This very crossover, market should move upward. That means Bitcoin should begin to move all the way to the upside. And another thing we need to pay attention to here is if we see the market begin to move upward and go above this very level of important resistance, that is this $102,000. Once market move upward, create a new high that is higher than this very point, then it is a clear sign market will not go down to this very price level of $89,000 anymore. And this is my personal opinion and what I am looking at from this very chart. And this is what the chart is telling me from the interpretation I am seeing on this very price action. So this is what you must have to pay attention to and keep your eye on right at this very point. Bitcoin 1-day chart and on the 4-hour chart right at this very area, it discovered that market moved down a little bit, okay, create a new low at this very point, and then after this very low, market begin to move upward and that created a new high higher than the previous high at this very point of resistance. What that also means is market have capability of coming back down a little bit, which is what I'm expecting before the next move all the way upward. So this is what we need to pay attention to right now. And one thing very significant appear on the 4-hour chart, and that is a divergence occur right here. Look at it, a bullish divergence from this very point. Market creates a new low, and then if you look at the MACD indicator, which is the histogram, it discovered that there was a divergence right here. And this divergence, after it was confirmed, which we see a breakout of this very resistance, market begin to move upward. What that also means is that market now have capability of retracing from here, okay, not creating a new low to this very point because I'm not expecting that. Then after this retracement or correction, or you call it pullback, market is going to move upward, and this is very, very important. You need to pay attention to this. So after this correction, market is going to ride all the way to the upside on Bitcoin, especially if we break this very level of important resistance of $102,000. This is what you must have to keep your eye on if you trade BTC USD chart, especially if you're waiting for that aggressive pump to come into the market. This is the best time to consider taking a long position. ETH USD price action. Look at it right at this point. Market come back down, retracement, come back down, create a new low. In fact, if you look at this very price action, discover that this very spike is the lowest since the market was coming back down all the way to this point. So we have a lowest low, okay, for about a month on Ethereum from this very area. What that also means is that market now have capability of moving upward. The first thing you must have to look at on this price action is that the stochastic RSI right now, look at it, is at the oversold condition. And what does that mean? It means that the market now have capability from this very point moving upward. You need to pay attention to this right now. Market have capability of moving from here all the way to the upside, and this is what you must have to look at. And from here, I am looking at the market moving upward, and this is very important. Not only that, if you look at the MACD indicator, on the MACD indicator right now, there is a complete clear divergence on the 1-day chart. And this divergence, if you draw it out right here, see market create a low and create a new low. So if you draw it from this very point to this very area, see that the market is coming back down. And if you draw exact same point on the MACD indicator from this very area to this very point, you discover that the market is coming back upward. Okay, so from this very analysis, we can say that a clear bullish divergence is on the ETH USDT 1-day chart. What we need to wait for right now is confirmation. Two confirmation you need to wait for. Number one is for the market to start formation on the positive side of the MACD. That means we should begin to see green bars formation on the positive side of the MACD. That's confirmation number one. And confirmation number two is we should see a breakout of this level of resistance. So this resistance trend line have to break out. Once we see the market move upward and break out of this resistance trend line, then it is a guarantee for me that the market is going to begin to move all the way to the upside. And this is super important, what you need to look at right now on your price action. So this is what we need to pay attention to and keep our eye on the ETH USDT 1-day chart. ETH USD 4-hour chart, market is going to retrace. Okay, there is a high tendency of that very retracement to come into the market. Look at it right here. Market come back down, okay, with that move and move upward a little bit. What I am expecting is for market to retrace a little bit, and then it's going to continue the movement upward, especially if we see a breakout of this very level of resistance. That means market retrace and then break out of this very resistance right here, or market stay where it is right now, form consolidation and break out of this very level of resistance. Once we see that breakout on this level of resistance, then it means that the market now have a high capability of moving all the way to the upside, and this is what you must have to keep your eye on right now. And if you look at the MACD indicator, there is also divergence on this very indicator right here, the MACD indicator. Look at it. From this very point, market come back down to this very area right here, and from this very area we can draw this move all the way to the downside, okay, connecting the close here to the close at this very point. And if you connect exact same point on the indicator, that is the MACD histogram, from this very area to this very point, you discover that this is a complete bullish divergence. A bullish divergence means that market is going to move upward. So this divergence right here have to be confirmed, and confirmation number one have been met right at this very point. We see the market begin to form on the positive side of the MACD, which means market now have capability on the higher time frame, which is the 1-day chart, to move all the way to the upside, because there is another divergence on that very chart as well. And another thing here, which is a second confirmation, is that we need to see the market break out of this very level of resistance, which market have done that, confirmation number 2 met, which means market now have capability as well from this very point to move all the way to the upside. So what are you going to do right now? After this very CPI data today is the best time to consider entering a long position all the way to the upside, because personally I believe that this market is going to begin to from here move upward, and we are not going to see the market come back down into this very area again, especially after the Fed interest rate decision next week, Tuesday or Wednesday, thereabout. And this is what you must have to pay attention to right now if you are a crypto lover and you trade the price action. ADA/USDT have been super bullish. Look at it. Market have been coming back down, which is a good thing for the market to move upward. We have this very correction right here, retracement, correction. Market move up again, but could not create a new close higher than the previous close at this very area. Then we have retracement again to the downside and could not create a new low at this very point, which means ADA now have more capacity of moving upward, even more than Ethereum. And this is what you must have to look at right now, because it's very important on the price chart. Look at it. Market from here is going to move upward, and we see this very bullish candle right at this very point, which means market now have enough momentum from the bulls to move this market all the way to the upside. And that is what you must have to keep your eye on as well right now. And if you look at the stochastic RSI indicator, it discovered that there is a crossover between the blue line and the orange line right here. However, the market did not come into the oversold condition right at this very point, which means market now have capability of moving upward if we see the market go above this very 50% line right at this very point on the stochastic RSI indicator. So this is what I am expecting right now, for the fact that market has been coming back down, impulse, retracement, impulse, the market retraces and could not create a new low again. When market has been creating new lows at this very point, it means that market now have capability of moving from here all the way to the upside, and that is what you must have to focus on right now to be in the right direction of the market. If you look at the 4-hour chart, the 4-hour chart is showing a lot of momentum all the way to the upside. Look at it right here. Market come back all the way to the downside from this very point right here, resistance right here, come back down, create a new close, and then begin to move all the way to the upside. And there was a divergence on this very price action on the MACD indicator, which I don't want to go into again. And from here, what I am expecting after the CPI data today, which is a critical thing we must have to pay attention to, is for the market to have a good retracement. So retracement from this very area is necessary for the market to have that aggressive pump all the way to the upside on the 4-hour chart. On the 1-day chart, ADA, I am looking at the market pumping all the way to the upside, and this is very important to all of us. And for Ethereum, market is going to move upward very, very soon after this correction that I'm expecting to come into the market. And finally, on Bitcoin, market is going to correct a little bit after today's CPI data, and market is going to move upward. Conclusively, the most important thing in this video is that after the Fed interest rate next week, Wednesday, Tuesday, market is going to pump all the way to the upside, no doubt about that. And this is what I am personally looking at right now. So focus on this and take your best position for that aggressive move that is coming to the market very, very soon. If you gain value from this video, please consider supporting this channel by leaving a like for this video, subscribe right now, and turn on the bell notification for more crypto videos like this one. Also check the channel for other crypto content. And if you want to watch my video on airdrop, especially Bloom conversion rate, check this video out. And if you want to watch my video on the best crypto narrative in this very bull market in 2025, check this video out. It's going to help you a lot. Thanks for supporting this channel. Join our Telegram channel, the link in the description and also in the pinned comment. It is a free channel.